Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. Also, you can apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Scorpio, let's get into it. The first card you have, Scorpio, is the Maiden, and it further says a new relationship blossoms. So, the Maiden is like a new phase, right? It's a young girl. It's not even like womanhood. It's like a new phase. It's full of innocence. It's a very beautiful energy to have, It's like inner beauty, outer beauty, just being, happy, newer perspectives. And being the cheerful youthfulness. And also new beginnings, new love. A new relationship blossoms. Now, a new relationship doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it could be. So this is like meeting new people where you're connecting at a more deeper level. A new relationship that is, that has the potential to grow. That's going to be, this person is going to be very receptive, or this could be you, somebody who is open to receiving, open to giving, also open to having new experiences. Maybe this person is, different from you. So, when we associate ourselves with different, kind of people who are, different from our own selves, then we open ourselves to new experiences, new opportunities, because, that's how relationships work. So this is a time where you need to, have that open heart and mind, be open to newer kinds of things or cuisines or experiences, and, bring that. And I feel that this is a very pure time of purity, of where people are connecting innocently, without any agendas. This could also be newer job prospects. You might be meeting people in regards to your job, or maybe you're participating in creative ventures and you're partnering up people with that same creative mind. So like-minded partnerships in business or creative domains is also a possibility, where you bring creativity to the table. Creating different things. Maybe you're opening up a shop, or you're starting an online business. So, I feel a good time, but at the same time, if it's new opportunities, there will be a lot of new investment. And, when we invest newly, we kind of feel like, we have to give it our all, give it our best. So when we are in that mode of giving our best, we put more effort, we put more energy, and that drains us out to a little bit. Now, I'm not saying draining, like fully drained or exhausted, but this is also a time where you need to care for yourself. So don't neglect your own needs, don't neglect your own routines, self-care routines, and things like that, especially when you start off something new, because anything new takes a lot of time and energy. And this is the most important time for taking care of ourselves. So I do feel that you're going to grow creatively, and otherwise also, in whichever place you're employed, you're going to grow. And I feel that there are areas that, or aspects of yourself that you're cultivating, maybe new skills. And I feel for those of you who have acquired new skills, this is a time where you will be able to apply that and grow. Next you have, Scorpio, is the card of emotional healing, that it's in the reverse for you. I feel that there are some past experiences or traumas or some negativity that is still on your mind. I don't think that you have fully released that or cleansed that from your emotional space, Scorpio, because it feels like there is some, negative emotional, sensitivities, or I would say, unresolved emotional issues, problems, situations, distress or negative thoughts from the past that is still influencing your relationships. Past pain has yet to fully heal. So you probably feel that you have healed, but there is something deeper inside of you that is still holding on to that pain. And we do so because, if we have been in that pain for way too long, it becomes our comfort zone. So releasing it means you're releasing everything which is related to that person or situation that at one point in time was very dear to you. Things that are so dear that, we are so deeply invested in are the ones that, if we have to release, are the most painful to do so. But it's a must, because if we carry this pain or negative experiences of the past, it starts impacting our future relationships, even our present. And then, we kind of get triggered for nothing. And that's not fair to the other person. So I feel that you're starting something new. It could be relationships or projects or work. And I feel that this emotional impact or influence of the past will get in the way of you. Or will just, come back to you. You'll think about it. Or occasionally cause you some hurt or some pain. So in order to free yourself, to liberate yourself, you need to work through the pain, the emotions, and do your best. There are so many healing modalities available today, consult practitioners that can help you release and counsel you into releasing any kind of negative sentiments, resentments, or even past hurts, so that you're able to go clean slate into the future. The next card you have, Scorpio, is the seed of potential, and it further says, plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with your attention and care. So I feel if you see the picture, it's already sprouting. So something that you laid the foundation for, you're already starting to see the sprouts in it, Scorpio. Now, this plant or whatever you have sown the seeds of should not stop here, right? Because you're just starting to see those small sprouts. Now, there is a promise out here from the universe that it will grow if you give it that care, attention, time, efforts, energy into it. Just like with plants. It's the same with any aspect, anything, any new seed, whether it's healthcare or self-care or learning new skills or applying new skills, shifting jobs, careers, relationships, community, anything that you want to start. There is a promise of it to grow if you give it the attention, care, and the love and energy that's needed. Now, the first tarot card, Scorpio, you have is the Death in the reverse. This is a major arcana. This is your energy. Number 13. So 1, 3, and 4 are important numbers for you in the next few days. Death in the reverse. So you're resisting something. You're holding on to something of the past. And we saw that in the previous card that there is past hurts or traumas that's impacting your current situation, Scorpio. I feel that you are afraid of the change. You are holding on to that memory or situation so tightly that you're unable to release it. I feel that you're afraid that if you release, you will have to let go of all the memories of the past that you are so fond of. And because of that, you feel like things are, that situation is stagnating because somewhere that old cycle has ended, but you're not releasing it from your emotions, from your energy. New beginnings are on the horizon for you. I feel that some of you are already on the path to creating something new. So if you hold on to older systems, older belief systems, older aspects of yourself, or older thoughts about yourself or and other people, could be situations, could be anything that's of the past, and you know it's past. If we think too much, if we overthink, we kind of invite the past back. So some of you would experience a message or two from past people that you're trying to release. Like the resistance to let go and start clean slate. It causes discomfort in a way that we're hurting somewhere deep down. And we know we are hurting, but we want to hold on to the pain because it's attached to memories of the past. And that's where the tricky part is, because our growth and progress will not be as fast or exponential because you're still holding to an aspect of yourself of the past, whereas the new situation requires you to release that and be the person that you're meant to be so that you receive the blessings and rewards for something that you're creating. Now, when we hold on, there are so many things that we miss out on. We miss out on being in the present in the first. We also feel a little sad and sorrow because those memories are still there in our heart and they keep coming back to us and we keep thinking about, the past, which probably was good or maybe bad. But it keeps us stuck in a cycle of thinking. It keeps us stuck in the way we do things, which are not working for us, obviously, because here this is Major Arcana, which means the universe is telling you that those past things and situations, those habits and patterns are not for you, Scorpio. You need to let that go. You need to be who you are. And your 8th house, which is the house of Scorpio and endings and beginnings, right? So, when we hold on so tightly, Scorpios are natural at new beginnings and releasing the past, but here this energy is in the reverse, which means that you're holding on to something so hard that you're not ready to let it go. You're trapped in those memories. You're feeling helpless in one place that you are not ready to let it go. You're helpless, you feel powerless, that you don't have the strength to let it go, whereas it's the total opposite. You have the strength. If we do it naturally, if you release it, and if you make an effort to release it, the universe will give you some time. But if you're going to hold on to it so hardly, and there's something new that's waiting for a newer version of you, this change will come in really hard and it will be imposed onto us, no matter how hard we try. If we resist the change for too long, the universe and the universal energies will enforce it, and that's way too hard. That comes more painful. Now, if this is about, relationships and you're staying in bad, almost dead relationships just because you're comfortable being there, or you don't know where to go, or you don't know how to begin new, then it could be that if you both in the mutual partnership want something new to start, this could be the death of something old in the past that you're still holding on to. You're not giving it a clean slate to begin new. It could be that both of you have gone through rough edges and now you want to start new, but the past is still so fresh in your mind that you're not able to give your relationship a new, fresh chance because of you're holding on to the past. So if you are interested in continuing the partnership, then you will have to force yourself to let go of those old emotions. Now, if this is a workplace resistance, you're probably not fulfilled, you're feeling unhappy. Could be. So you need to, again, assess and reevaluate your situation. Like, do you need to upskill? Do you need to learn something else so that you're able to grow and get a better pay or rise in the hierarchy of your company? Or is it some new business or, self-independent work that you want to start? Is this something that you need to create for that, learn, or get your finances straight to invest into that? It could be that. So I feel at this point you need to engage more in in spiritual practices, Scorpio, so that this transformation that's painful for you, that you're still holding on to, can release through connecting with your angels and spiritual guides. So if you engage into spiritual practices, it will ease out the pain of transformation. So I feel the proactiveness is required right now. before the, universal external forces come and cut things off for you, because then the pain will be way much more than you had anticipated. So don't hold on to old energy. Don't hold on to old patterns and memories. If they're rough, let it go, so that you can grow in the new areas that you're planning, that you have planted the seeds for. Or you can renew things if you wish to. The next tarot card you have, Scorpio, is the Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities. So this entire reading up till now is all about new opportunities. You are being presented with an offer of growth or a potential that has the potential to grow. This is Ace of Pentacles, which means growth, prosperity, success in the material world, which means in your physical world. Right? This is Earth energy. Pentacles is Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are the Earth elements. There is improved finances. You will feel stable in terms of your financial health, your financial investments. You will also build stable relationships which give you that stability in your community. This is also could be about new patterns of your routines or your health, which will give you better health, better well-being. Right? Because look at the picture. There is garden, there's flowers, there's bloom, there's fertility, there is abundance of nature, there is abundance of growth. It's so green. Green is the green light for to go explore, to try new things, explore new opportunities, to tap into the potential of those opportunities, right? To have new experiences that will give you different ideas, to connect with different opportunities. Yes, this picture has some mountains, and mountains would indicate some bumps in the road ahead, but that's fine. This is a divinely given opportunity to you. And when you start anything new, there will be challenges because it's new. We are not aware of it. We're not familiar with it. We have to explore. We have to read up. We have to connect with the like-minded so that we build a support system to grow in that. But at the same time, mountains are also about that ambition to climb the mountain, to flag our flag of success when we get uphill there, right? Mountains also indicate spiritual connections. So I feel that, it's a little spiritual reading for you also, Scorpio, where you are climbing that mountain of spiritual enlightenment, of spiritual awareness. But a lot of abundance is to be got from this opportunity, right? This could be in any area. Like I said, you've already planted the seed. And if you nurture it correctly, if you give it your time and attention, this is going to give you a long-term stability, Scorpio. Something that maybe it's an investment, maybe you invested something, or you start a new project, could be with the company or independently. But this is something that will give you a very tangible outcome, a tangible result that will bring you a lot of abundance. So stay calm. Calmness is very much needed at this point in time. Patience is very much needed because it's something new that you're trying, right? So we need patience with ourselves and other people, especially when we get into unknown areas. Now the last tarot card, Scorpio, you have is the Ace of Swords. This is again new beginnings. Swords is the air suit. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are the air elements. You have this in the reverse. So Scorpio, you have two aces, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. At one point, you have planted something or are planting something, but at the same time, I feel the Ace of Swords in the reverse tells you that the direction is not clear. You're confused a little bit. Maybe you have, you're confused about the direction or the ideas, which one to implement. And the thing about the clarity is that not all options that we have, for example, for coffee, for example, if you're trying to drink a coffee, we have so many options today, but not all flavors will suit us, but we'll only know that after we try all the coffees available. Similarly, if you have 2, 3, 4 ideas or thoughts and you're not sure of which one to implement, you will have to try some. You could experience some setback or failure, but that's okay. That's how we learn and see what suits our taste. right? So I feel that there is something, a new idea, a breakthrough, maybe something that you had not tried before. It is not quite there yet, which means that you might be thinking about it, you might be contemplating, or it hasn't occurred to you as yet. So in the next few days, you probably will get an idea that you did not have before. Or if you already got that idea, maybe you're not ready to put it into action or share it with your team or something like that. So if you were lacking clarity about how to proceed further, or the thing could be that you could be missing some information. So you probably need to dig in more, read up more, research more, so that you don't misjudge or come to wrong conclusions or apply the wrong skills or in the wrong way. So think things through. I feel this is a time where you can take a few, days to reanalyze, reassess what's making sense, what's not. I mean, is there, actually we can try things and see, it's called like a proof creation, something like that. I can't remember the term. It's called like a prototyping. You can try a prototype before you apply it to your project or task. So, there could be some hesitation. You're like, and fear could be holding you back. Like, I don't know if I use this or if I do it this way, will it be successful? Will it do well? We need to analyze, but not to the point that we don't take any action to see how it's going for us. So don't hesitate too much. Don't think too much. Take small steps and try things. Only then we will know what works for us and what doesn't. I feel some of you might be storing something that you have not shared with a lot of people. Maybe you are keeping it under the wraps, which is a good idea. Because sometimes people say and do things that deplete our energy, and we don't have that time and energy, or even we lose motivation to put energy into our new budding projects. Right? So even though there is potential, but external influence sometimes just, detangles everything, and it, kind of stagnates, things stagnate. So you might be keeping something under wraps also. But I feel this is a good time, Scorpio, for you to get that clarity, get the information, and be confident in your abilities to apply them correctly. It might not be right the first time, but that's okay. Might not be right even the second time. 3 is the charm, they say. So don't hold yourself back from trying it out due to fear of not liking it or failing, right? And don't ever doubt yourself and your abilities. And and you can always fine-tune things, we can always refine the process, the steps, our goals, how things should be, how the outcome should be. We can always refine our goals and our skills without being too impulsive and judgmental. Right? To be very practical, you have practicality on your mind. So take realistic, practical steps. And nothing can stop you, Scorpio, then. Also, swords is talking. So make sure that when you say things, you mean what you say. And say things in a precise, concise way that, it leaves no room for misjudgment or miscommunication. Because if you don't communicate correctly, then whether it's work-related people or it's a community or relationships, there will be misunderstandings because of miscommunication. So be very cautious with what you're saying and how you're saying it, the tone, the body language, and make sure that there is a lot of clarity when you say things to people. Now, Ace of Swords and the reverse could also mean that you're not trusting. Either you're not trusting your new project or you're not trusting the people associated with it. So especially when it's new connections, it's very obvious that we don't have that trust in place. And building connections and the trust requires patience. So you will need patience. And even though things don't seem, quite right, or, when we're trying to merge and interact more with new people, we feel a little, like a fish out of water, right? We feel a little shaky with new people around, but that's okay. Don't have to force the relationships to grow in one night. Rome wasn't built in a day. So take it one day at a time. And things will come naturally. You will be able to integrate new things like, just like we do for technology, we integrate it into our lives very slowly and casually. So take new projects and people the same way, take it one step at a time, incorporating positive changes one thing at a time, and making sure that everybody else is on the same page as you. Make sure that, people are not going tangent to what you want, especially if you're creating a new project with the team or a new project with one or two of you. So I do feel that, as long as you're being practical in your approach, and also again, newness, so new things, new communication. And when I say, and when I, and when I see the aces, which means newness, means that you have to take ultra care of yourself, right? Because we're adjusting to something new. So recalibration takes a lot of effort and energy, and we need to give ourselves that time and care so that we don't burn out and we don't get exhausted or, lose our mojo. And the last card for today, Scorpio, you have is the waning present, the path, the number 8. So 8th house, your number 8th house. So number 8 could be significant for you. Now, present path, waning present, the path. This is again, when it's the waning moon, it's time for releasing things, for, introspection, for retrospectives, for releasing things that are not working, for analyzing things, what worked, what did not, what will stay, what will go. It's the time where we prepare for the new phase, new beginnings in general. So when we release, we create that space for new growth, for new people, for new opportunities. And I feel that's what's needed for you. It's coming in loud and clear, Scorpio, that you need to release so that you're able to grow personally, professionally, spiritually, and create the reality of your life that you desire, right? Because you need to set things of the past to rest. Find the closure. People may not give it to you, but you have to find it in your own self. Find that inner peace, ground yourself. And always pay attention to your hunches, your intuition. Don't ignore red flags. And make sure you're listening to your inner wisdom and inner voice, because your inner truth will lead the way forward. You need to align your thoughts and actions with your inner truth. That's how you will carve out the way for the future, Scorpio. So Scorpio, those were your messages. Hope they were insightful and helpful to you guys. Thank you guys for joining, for watching and supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and consider subscribing. That helps the channel a lot. Thank you very much again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, you all. Bye for now.